They do.
And I said, wow, it's just a different atmosphere.
It's
I
crazy.
see how it is now. They're sitting there looking for negative news. They're calling down probation officers and they trying to find negative news. And it's just not there.
I had city council people, well, aldermen in Chicago, and some of them, want to come on, but then they would tell me like, "Hey, I was kind of scared to talk to you at first." You know what I'm saying? Because you very matter of fact and everything like that. And I just told them like, "Hey, listen, my job once I'm having a conversation with somebody, it's just to get their opinion. I don't have an opinion once you talking. I just want you to tell your story and whatever it is that you feel comfortable talking about." And then they, you know what I'm saying, kind of got at ease a lot more.
But that's why you've been successful, because you have your own fingerprint.
Yeah.
There are a lot of podcasts. Oh no, they're gonna get their opinion in there.
Yeah, that's true.
Force that thing on you.
But that ain't my job. Like, I don't have a position when I'm having a conversation. I want to get your expertise based off of what I'm communicating with you about, so that you can give me the insight that I need in order to be able to get it out to the people. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting, and I don't know if a lot of these people, like the lady down in Dalton, I'm not sure she can recover from. Because one of the things I'm seeing, and this is the thing that it seems like you're communicating, and you correct me if I'm wrong, is that these people are unable to pivot to say, you know what, I messed up on that, and then you make an adjustment. It seems like they're just saying, hey, listen, I said what I said, I did what I did, and they did it behind me too. So, and let me ask you another question, because I have an opinion, but I'm not going to share it simply because, you know what I'm saying, I brought you here to get your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
When I look back at the city of Detroit, right, and I look back at the time before I was unable to vote, because I graduated in 2000 from Cass Tech.
Okay.
But the mayors before you, not even Dennis Archer, but Coleman Young, he did things like it didn't matter. He talked to people the way he wanted to talk to them and everything like that. Why was he able to get away with that versus how things are now, where you kind of got to be very, very careful with how you communicate?
Because he was the last of an era where government wasn't a part of the popular culture. Government was over there. Entertainment was over here. Religion was over here. That ain't how it is no more.
Yeah.
Everything together.
It is.
So if T.D. Jakes says something, it's going to touch everything. If Kwame Kilpatrick is doing something, it's all in everything. He's the hip-hop mayor.
Yeah.
It's different stuff. So now, Coleman Young was looked at in the government silo. He was a crazy mayor. He was a something. He was a strong, whatever the adjectives, it stayed in the mayor of a city silo.
Yeah.
Now, 24-hour news cycles, podcasters, every angle, like you said, gender, black, cussing, different stuff. What is it? And then human interest. Does he have a baby?
Yeah.
His person. All of that now is the focus of every public figure. So public figure overtook politician.
It did.
So now, if you're a public figure, you're fair game. We get to know all your kids. We get to know if your son was smoking weed somewhere, I can get him and I'm gonna attach him to the culture and why marijuana is the issues. It's just it's a different thing. So then I call it sexy. It's like Barack Obama. We talked about him earlier. When Barack Obama came in to be president, it changed the presidency forever. So then you get a Donald Trump.
Yep.
It's over for people being in a silo thing, which is why people don't feel Biden, even people that support him, because he's not able to be interesting.
Yeah, it seems like Barack Obama was really the precursor to what you see from Donald Trump.
Absolutely.
Because Barack Obama was the first person, it seems like, to really mobilize social media in order to even be able to play a role in his presidency.
And he was a rock star.
Yeah, he was.
And so then you get Donald Trump in the position, he tweeting every day, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
And then he coming out and he say some crazy, I just don't like him. I hate that. He say anything. And you be like, oh, he didn't just say that.
Yeah.
But he did. And so his thing was more than just politics. And so the wave of social media is so powerful.
It's
the
crazy.
social media, we're connected right now to what's happening in Israel, what's happening in China, what's happening in Ukraine. And somebody on a mic in Detroit, Michigan, off Woodward can say something, and somebody in downtown Jerusalem can react to it.
Yep.
Now, what kind of thing? We've created something that's different, and whether that was a politician or an actress, because now, remember, actors and actresses are now getting into political
They are.
spaces. And so you have to take now this mixed bag. Politicians kind of stayed over there. Pastors stayed at the church, but pastors now got big LED screens and they getting interviewed by Oprah.
It's funny because when I seen the recent press conference from Brandon Johnson, he was surrounded by 5 pastors. And the media were questioning why he was surrounded by pastors and what role was the pastors playing in a migrant crisis.
Exactly.
It was crazy.
It's tone deaf, because that's our old political system. Because that's now talking about the community. And somebody told him, just surrounded by pastors, this is not what they wanted to be about. It's going to be what you wanted to be about. Wrong. Wrong.
Let me ask you one more question.
OJ's got to get the people what they want.
I want to broach one more subject, just a general sense, because I think the people have become numb to government saying that we're going to have a government shutdown because, they can't get a budget passed. There's no bipartisan agreement on what's happening here and there and so on and so forth. So recently, they kicked the can down the road as far as, we're going to revisit this after, the holidays or whatever, and we're going to get, the government together.
Yes.
What is the process for getting agreement across the aisle to where you don't have this again? Or will we always continuously have them saying that there's going to be a potential government shutdown because we can't agree, or Republicans are saying this, or Democrats are saying this, or whatever? Is that just going to become a part of our social norm? Because it seems like people are starting to become numb to it now.
Yeah, it's here. It's not going anywhere. They're going to pass continuing resolutions. We've seen now 3-4 continuing resolutions passed. It's just going to happen. And the reason why is we're more partisan than we've ever been. When I was in politics in the 90s, in the state legislature, and even in Congress, you kind of worked it out. It's really only like 3 or 4 issues that we argued about, that we had to die on the wall of Democratic politics or Republican politics. But the rest of the 365 days, 360 days, we could work together.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't as much in the past. But now, because far right, far left, there's no real middle anymore. They're constantly having the radical groups of the party control the party.
Yeah.
So you have the squad on the Democrats,
the AOCs,
and all of them. So then they have to take a stance and say, we're not going to vote for this. And because they're in the majority now in the House, you don't hear about them as much. Well, now in the House, you got these radically right. They wouldn't even pick a speaker. They wouldn't even. So now they're not going to support any budget. And Mike Johnson is their guy.
Yeah.
But nope, we're going to hold out because they believe that it ain't principle. They say it's principle, but it's politics. Because they ran on, when they got there, they won't let the swamp do this and the swamp. So they do it, stop it, then go back and have press conferences and rallies in their town. And so it's hard because everybody now has pigeonholed themselves in a place where we don't negotiate.